Mm. Evening, Ghost Light Reflections. Here we are. Now, before we begin, we know that it's Thursday, but I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind because I have listed this as Ghost Light Reflections, and I have listed this as Under the Ghost Light. And I'm thinking that maybe there needs to be just a bit of a contest and to see as to whether we should call it Under the Ghost Light or Ghostlight Reflections, or another one that I came up with just before I turned this on and pretended like I was taking a sip, and oh, you caught me unawares. But the other one is Under the Ghostlight Yammering, and that would be ugly. So either Under the Ghostlight, Ghostlight Reflections, or Under the Ghostlight Yammering. Think that over, and maybe we can start voting or something. Oh, I could do one of those polls. I'll figure out how to set one of those up and, really mess it up a couple of times before I get it going. But be looking for that soon. Also, we are 1 week away from opening the first performance of A Christmas Carol I will be doing in Marshall on the 6th at 7:30. Hey, by the way, go ahead, travel to Marshall because gas at Casey's when I drove in tonight was $1.90. It's been going down by about 3 cents a day. So by next week that will be 21 cents less than $1.90, which would be something like 180. No, not 189. I was going up and down. That would be 169. Yeah? Am I right? I don't know. My math is just like going, why did I try to do math live? You can't do that, people. I'm sorry. Well, you can, but, so actually I was doing subtraction live, which, okay. Anyway, be looking for that. We open next Thursday, and then on Saturday the 8th, traveling into KC, into the Gladstone area at the Groundhog Day Theater to do 2 shows, one a matinee in the afternoon and one in the evening. And then a week from then, on the 15th, going to Afton, Iowa, and we'll be at the United Methodist Church there at 7 o'clock in the evening. So you can check out on our Facebook page for Missouri Valley College Theater those events and find those, and lots of ahs and ums and ums. But anyway, so look for the poll, look for the shows coming up. Had a really, again, kind of a busy day. We're, heading down to the last part of the semester. We have acting scenes going on, and tonight we had the opening of the directing scenes. The evening's called Deception, which includes a couple of directing scenes and then a Flatliners performance. And we've also been having special guests with our Flatliners performances. Tonight we had Waylon Hyler, and he told us a story. It was a little bit of sort of an Armando start to things and then more of a Herald structure after that. But was really pleased with the way the entire evening went. And the Flatliners performance, I think, technically the tightest they have been, and they were really finding threads to tie things together. You can find that on the MVC Flatliners Facebook page and replay that. Sorry that the first, it's about the first 59 seconds to a minute. Oh yeah, 59 to a minute. Yeah. Why don't you just say a minute? About the first minute of that is kind of blacked out because me and technology weren't cooperating at that time. But I was running lights and my hands were up here, and over here I had another thing going on with that. But anyway, it was a fun show. The audience seemed to really enjoy it. So there's one more chance to see Deception. That will be tomorrow night at 7:30 in the Met, and that will feature our guest. Our guest tomorrow is Amali Stormer, And they're going to be doing a slightly different form with that. And so having fun in a new way with somebody new to play with is always exciting and fun. And these were all part of our fundraiser we did last week, where people got to vote on who they wanted to see perform with the Flatliners. And those were our two winners. So tonight's rehearsal after the performances, I think, went pretty well. I'm adding minutes onto the show, so it was up to 58 minutes running through tonight. Some of that was just a couple of odd brain farts where I was just sort of having discussions and notes and production meetings in my head while doing the run, which really something you shouldn't do, but kind of something you have to do when you don't have a director's eye out there and you're kind of directing it as you're going. And so there are a couple of times where that happens. And it's still the time where I think I can afford to do that a little bit with that split focus, because I really need to kind of have that conversation, and I can't just step out and write that note down and then take it afterwards. I have to kind of mull it over in the moment. Playing with some new voices, playing around with some new props. Did a major blocking change tonight that I kind of like. I might be playing with adding that in. I'll see if I freak out Jay with lighting by going out into the audience at a certain point in time. But yeah, it was it felt pretty good. I don't feel the pressure of opening or anything with that. Finals are approaching. Tomorrow also is the what is it? It's the scholars student seminars where they do their presentations. So I'll be spending the afternoon going to several of those, and then the Deception performance, the closing night of that, is at 7:30. And then Saturday, I'm going to try to come over here and get a early rehearsal in at about 8 o'clock. And then at about 10 o'clock, we'll be running through the dance piece Brave, and we'll be working on that till about 5 o'clock. Then run over to see Rowan's jazz band concert. Apparently, Martin had to play for his jazz band tonight. We really didn't know about it till the last minute, so fortunately, somebody was home to get him to where he needed to be, and sounds like it went really well. But anyway, Rowan has his jazz concert Saturday night, and then on Sunday there's the regular concert band concert. Probably rehearse early in the day before that so that I can be free for that. Monday is the Flatliners' final performance of the semester. It is the finals frenzy. And then we head into finals, and then, like I said, on the 6th, we open. So a busy time, ready for the holidays. Also tonight was lighting of the greens on campus. There is just stuff happening, people. Sometimes people say, there's never anything to do, and I just laugh at that. So that was sort of how things went. I don't know if I have a specific thing really I did talk about that kind of fun little blocking thing that I did that I've always kind of wanted to play around with doing, and I don't know why I'm so excited. I'm just here by myself going, I'm just going to go out here and do something, But anyway, I'm yammering on, which kind of sort of tilts the scale towards that ugly acronym for things. And hi, Madison. I have been successfully able anyway tonight to get the improv portion of the show with the live feed on the Facebook. So I hope to make that happen again tomorrow. But I can't make any guarantees about me pushing buttons and things happening, because when I start doing that, all sorts of calamities can occur and probably will occur. Hello. So I think that at this point in time, I have yammered on for far too long, and I am now going to shut this thing down. And what am I going to do then? I'm going to go home, and I'm going to put my feet up for a little bit. Yeah, okay. So good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.